Hello and welcome to Stack Insight's web tutorials. Today I'm going to show you how to create a post in WordPress by giving you detailed step-by-step instructions in plain and simple terms everyone can hopefully understand. So let's get started by logging in to our WordPress administration panel, or our dashboard. You'll go up to your site's domain name and you will type in /wp-admin, and this will take you to a login screen where you'll put in your username and your password and click that login button. Alright, now we are logged in to the back end of our site. This is where you'll make all of the changes to the content of your site, including adding and editing posts. Now, move your cursor over to the Post tab in the sidebar to the far left of the page and click it. This takes you to a new page where you can manage all of your posts you've ever published through this site. You can edit any of your existing posts by hovering over the title and clicking the Edit link. Let's move your cursor back over to the Post tab in the sidebar to the far left of the screen. It will now be highlighted. Click the Add New subtab. This will take you to your new posts page. Now you're ready to start writing your content. You're going to essentially fill in these blanks. The space at the top of the page is for your post title. Your post title will be shown at the beginning of your post as well as in your URL. You want your post title to contain words that people would search if trying to find your post. You want to do this in a concise and intriguing way that makes people want to read your post. For example, if you are writing a post about internet browsers people should use, a good title may be Google Chrome versus Internet Explorer, the facts. This way, when people type in which internet browser is better, Google Chrome or Internet Explorer, your post will come up in Google. This is part of a process called SEO. It stands for Search Engine Optimization. It's a little beyond the scope of this tutorial, however, I think that it is never too early to start thinking about ranking well in the search engines and getting people to read your post. Post titles can make a big difference when it comes to people getting drawn in to reading your post. Just below the post title space, there is a bigger space. This space is for your main content, the body of your post. This is where all of the content you want to show up in your post will be added. So let's go over some of the features WordPress makes available in your posts. The first thing you will want to do is make sure the tab in the top right of this main content area is set to visual as opposed to text. The only reason you would switch this to text is if you'll be inserting HTML code into your post. So as you can see, you have all of the basic features of a normal text editor like Word or Pages or something like that. You can bold, you can italicize, you can add lists or quotations, you can align your text left or right or center, and you can add a link. So let me show you how to add a link. Let's say you want to link to your contact page or to your about page, or in this case you want to link to an outside link on a different website. WordPress makes this really pretty easy on you, which is great. All you have to do is highlight the word or words you want to be a link and then click the link icon in your menu. This icon is the one that looks like a chain link. Once you click on this icon, a box will appear. You will then copy the URL of the page you wish to link to and paste it into the URL area. Then click the Add Link button. And then you have a link. Whenever you publish this post, it will be a link on the front end. So you have your text looking really nice. You've stylized it, you've bolded words and italicized it. You have links, but let's say you want to add an image to your site. WordPress makes this really simple on you as well. First, you're going to click wherever you want your image to appear in your post. You will then move your cursor to the top left of your main content area and click the Add Media button. This will again open a box in your screen. You then have the option to add an image that is already in your media library or to upload an image from your computer. To upload an image from your computer, simply drag and drop your desired image into this upload box. After you have your desired image in your media library, you can click on it and it will receive a check mark in the top right-hand corner of the image. Once you have selected an image, you can move your attention over to the sidebar to the far right of the box. In this sidebar, you have several options that will govern how your image will show up on your post. Let's go over those options now. The first text area you see, the first text areas, are the title area, the caption area, and the alt text area, and then the description area. The title is what this image will be filed as in your media library. The caption is optional, but it is used if you want text to show up below your image on your post. Just a description of your image. The alt text provides a text alternative to an image. So you really do want to have an alt text. Let me tell you a couple reasons why. The first reason you should always use alt text is it explains an image to all of the blind users that want to view your post. And the second reason you should always use an alt text is search engine crawlers. And this goes back to the SEO that I was talking about earlier. Search engines don't see images like you and I do. They can only see the text. So if you have an image without an alt tag, you are really hurting your rankings in the search engines because they are not seeing any type of an image. In fact, it actually hurts your rankings. So you really want to use that alt text for multiple reasons, and you just want to write something in here that is describing your image. You can use the description section to add a longer description of the image, which can be seen if you click on a thumbnail of the image and it's enlarged in a light box or something to that effect. Below this, you have the attachment display settings. With these settings, you can choose if you want your image to show up on the left, center, or right side of your page. You can also place a link on your image, which essentially turns your entire image into a link. And then finally, you can choose what size you want your image to show up as. And once you have all of your image settings the way that you want them, you will click the Insert into Post button. And there you go, now you have an image in your post. At this point, your post is looking really nice. You have images, you have all of your text stylized, you have some links. The next thing that you should do is give your post a category. You will look to the sidebar on the right-hand side of your screen, and you'll see a box labeled Categories. Here you will check the boxes inside of the category that you would like this post to be filed under. If you do not have any categories created yet, then you just click on the Add New Category link at the bottom of this box. And then you type in the name of the category you want this post to be filed under and click the Add New Category button. And then check the box next to that. The next thing we're going to do is add tags to your post. Tags are intended to be words or very short 2 or 3 word phrases separated by commas. They are very helpful for the search engine optimization. Tags are essentially keywords that you can add to your post that help search engines find out what your post is all about very quickly. So you want to add tags that have to do with your post's content. You want it to be a summary, the keywords of what you're trying to get across. As you are working through creating your post, it is wise to periodically click the Save Draft button inside of the Publish box at the top right-hand corner of the page. This will ensure you don't lose your content if your computer turns off, you accidentally exit out of your browser, or something to that effect. If you want to see what your post looks like when you publish it, you can just press the preview button to the right of the Save Draft button. And this will show you real time what your post would look like if it were published. When you are finally ready to publish your post, you have everything looking the way that you want it to, then you simply click the Publish button. Thank you for taking the time to watch this tutorial. I hope it helped you figure out the process of creating a post on WordPress. If you found it helpful, you can find more helpful tips and tricks on our blog, steckinsights.com. If you're interested in hiring us to help you out with a site you're working on, or if you're looking for someone to build a beautiful custom website for you or your company, we would be honored to serve you. You can get in touch with us at steckinsights.com.